Which makes them not shenanigans at all, really.
Evil shenanigans.
I swear to God, I'll pistol whip the next guy that says shenanigans.
Hey, Farva, what's the name of that restaurant you like with all the goofy shit on the walls and the mozzarella sticks? You mean Shenanigans? Oh! You're talking about Shenanigans, right?
Put those away!
Welcome to this episode of...
Your mic is bad again.
Yes.
Amazing.
Isn't it? This is how it's gonna go. Yes, we are here.
Also a rousing start.
That's the way it's supposed to go.
Yeah, just stumble out of blocks.
Yeah, I mean, if we didn't, then it wouldn't be camp, right? So, welcome to the first episode of CAM Shenanigans. And yeah, we're just failing out of the gate. So, if you've been a part of CAM at all for the last 10 years, you know this is standard. This is par for the course. So, welcome to what you've come to expect over this last 10 years. We're a young upstart, all right?
Exactly.
We're prone to mistakes. So, this first episode, it has changed like 17 times, all right, over the last little while. So, Mike has been busy with his Extra Life campaign, which was awesome. He did a great job.
Yeah, I drank beer from a shoe.
Yeah.
Listen, we raised the money we needed to, and because of that,
And
I
then
drank
some.
beer from a shoe.
Yes.
So,
And then, you know what? I've been busy with other things as well, and so our first episode kind of stumbled out of the gate because had lots of big names in the pipeline that didn't follow through today. So
I will say this. Drift Week is an amazing thing, but really it's wreaking havoc with the guest booking. So, just throwing that out there.
yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. But we are here. We're live. We're going to be doing the episodes live. Mm-hmm. And we actually had an idea of doing multiple episodes per week. Realities have hit. It's not going to happen. But the good news is we're taking the best of both, combining it into one. So in the future, we will have guests to play off each other. But this time, we're not going to do that. But we're still going to use the same format. We'll get into that in just a second. Because first, I'm going to turn it over to Dear Leader, and he's going to give you the rundown where you can find more information about us.
About us, you can find us on all of the social medias. We are at Cam Automag on a lot of them. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. At some point, there will be a TikTok. I've got some stupid ideas, and I'm eager for more internet hatred. So there we go, TikTok. CamAutomag.com. We've got tons of archives of stuff there. If you're pining for the original podcast, it's still out there. It's wherever you get your podcasts. And this thing will be also wherever you get your podcasts. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, all those fun places. Go ahead, subscribe to this podcast, give us a rating, share it with your friends. 5 stars or else you're a bum. And there we go.
And if I'm honest, the audio podcast will not happen immediately because there's a whole way to game the system to try and get more downloads and whatnot, is to release 3 episodes your first week and then go to the weekly episode. So basically, you're going to have to wait for 3 episodes before we actually get this out to all those audio podcast platforms. So,
but don't worry.
In the meantime, you get to enjoy us live.
Yep.
It will. And then it will be continuing every week after that as normal. Mm-hmm. And then it will be under a new name. Brandon Kuhn just asked that question. Will be under a new name or the old feed? It will be a new feed.
Yep.
So you will have to subscribe to that and all that.
Yep. And AJ in the YouTube chat, he wants to know when I'm going to post the shoey. I just filmed them tonight, and I've also got to film the rest of my thank you video, do some drawings and stuff, because I was giving away a bunch of stuff. So, yeah, I got to go through everybody who donated, make sure I've got the sticker packs and everything ready to go for when I go into work tomorrow and borrow the mail machine. So, yeah, make sure I can get that stuff out to you. And then if you want to print, I can get a hold of you and you can tell me which one you want. And I can get that on the way. So, yeah, I got to do some stuff tonight. But it will be out there soon, AJ. It will be out there soon.
And back to Brandon Kuhn here. I'm assuming we'll post links on all the social media where to find us and that stuff.
Oh,
as well.
Oh, God, yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, believe me, we are going to make sure to cram it down your throat.
If you haven't unfollowed us because of the amount of content you're seeing, we haven't done our job.
Here it is.
Exactly. We need to be a lot more frequent on the content distribution, but
We need to do better. But
because
listen.
you deserve better, all right?
Or I don't know, maybe you're getting exactly what you deserve. I don't know what your life is like. I'm not going to make any assumptions.
Yeah. But who would like to give the rundown a little bit on what is actually going to happen tonight?
I'm going to give that one to Mike. Pass
Okay.
the torch.
I will go ahead and do that. So, despite my best efforts, nobody could join us as a guest tonight. As mentioned, Drift Week is wreaking havoc. People's vehicles are breaking down, both on and off Drift Week, and some people are just not getting back to me. But that's neither here nor there. Did hear back from some people I never thought I was going to hear back from. But there will be guest future. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see what I know some of you have been pining for. Two titans of our era facing off, debating some of the grand topics of our time. The topic for tonight is going to involve a company with a prancing horsey as their logo, and the titans will be one Mr. Trent Van Bray and one Zachary Aloysius Lords. Yes. So we're going to have these kind of like random little debates. I have a big old list of debate topics, and we are going to be deciding who is going to take what position live on air. We're going to be flipping ye old digital coin, or I'm just going to make them play evens and odds, whatever the case may be. And then based on that, they are going to have to argue a position for or against. It's going to be very interesting to see where they go. But it is going to be hilarious because I'm making them think on their feet because, as dear leader, that is what I do.
Yeah,
So,
I don't think I know the topic. I don't think Trent knows the topics here, so we're going into this completely blind.
Oh. Alrighty, guys. So, the first topic of the evening. No, AJ, we'll get you on again, bud. We'll get you on. And it's not going to be pop-up headlights. That's...
Yeah, we already won. It's done, yeah.
Yeah, we've already done that. No, so
But before you get going, we need to make sure we get a timer going as well.
oh, I can
so
get the
that
timer
we can-
going. So,
Okay,
all right.
because I've got a coin flipper.
Okay,
Next week we should make sure we have a timer in the screen.
I will
Okay.
see if that is possible.
I'm giving you guys 3 minutes aside. So,
Ooh.
yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So
So,
I will record a video for Zach because I know he's going to accuse me of cheating,
okay.
but I will put it in our group chat.
Okay, you
to
do that.
show
I'm going
that
to
I
eat.
did not. Yeah.
I'm going to simultaneously eat a fun size Milky Way, Three Musketeers, and Snickers bar.
What am I accusing you of cheating of?
You always accuse me of cheating, no matter what. So, anyway, so Mike will tell you what the topics are after he gets done chewing this, and then we'll flip the coin.
You are trying to get video evidence of the coin flip. I see.
Yes. So yes, I'm trying to get video evidence of the coin flip so that you don't sit there and say, "Oh, you just picked whatever side you wanted."
This is great.
We
Alrighty,
would do
gentlemen. Tonight we are going to be debating the biggest L Ferrari can possibly take, and there have been quite a few in their recent history. So we're going to go with what I think are probably the two greatest. Hopping up their press cars so they get better reviews versus their overzealous defense of their intellectual property. And for a little bit of background, Chris Harris pointed out that Ferrari was hopping up their press cars, and Ferrari did not like that, so they banned him from reviewing Ferraris for a little bit. And their overzealous defense of their IP, they have issued cease and desist to a whole bunch of social media folk who had the audacity to try to make their drip match their Ferrari, or had the audacity to post about the Ferrari that they owned on their social media channels. So
the idea is we're going to debate what is the more...
Yes, which is the bigger L? Which is... Yeah.
Exactly.
So
we're trying to convince you that either hopping up their press cars is worse
yes,
or overzealous defense of their intellectual property.
Sell me on their terrible idea.
Yeah.
All right.
So, Zach, I'm going to let you pick if you are picking heads or tails, and then I will record the flip.
I will go heads. And I need to see this video evidence or this whole point's mute.
Oh, we got heads.
Ah, there it is.
There you go. You don't need video evidence, so you get to just pick.
Part of me is thinking that it actually came up tails, but you're too lazy to record something.
Andrew, we are going to be shooting for an hour, so...
Okay, I am going to pick their IP-related issues.
Man, this is...
Okay.
The Facebook chat's quite interesting.
I'm sending
All yours dropping creepy gifs in here. I love it.
See, so I've got a list of all the comments, both YouTube and Facebook, which we're live, both on YouTube and Facebook. But I'm missing the gifs. That's the only thing I don't have accessible here.
Yeah, I've got the whole... There it is.
Ryan Betts, by the way, says, I am thrilled to see how clean Zach's updated streaming room is.
Good.
Oh, yeah, last time he was here, it was a little messy.
Perfect.
All right. Yeah. So I'm going to let Zach go first with this one. Do you have a timer ready?
I have 3 minutes on the clock. Zach, as soon as I say go, you may go.
I'm not ready. Fuck.
Well, go.
Okay. Ferrari's an asshole. Let me tell you why. Because what fucking company...
start.
What fucking company would give you a cease and desist order for giving you free publicity? Let me take a goddamn photo with my shoes on your car. It's only selling. Which one costs more, the car or the shoes? The car. People want the car. Who doesn't want to see the Ferrari? A Ferrari wrapped in a Nancat livery by I can't remember which DJ it was. It was DJ
Deadmau 5.
Deadmau 5. Who doesn't want the Ferrari? Ferrari, you're an asshole for taking away that from us. You have deprived us of the Ferrari. Name any other company that's gonna get butthurt over free publicity. And Trent, you are arguing. Is it really that bad of a company to like turn up the specs just a little bit to make sure people buy them? Like, it's the same thing at like food commercials. Like, this shit on the TV isn't real. It's all plastic and like CG. It's the same thing, but with cars. That's all I'm saying. How much time do I have? Do I still have a lot of time left?
You have a minute 45.
I came in strong.
Your time.
I came in strong. I don't really have much else. Hold on.
Came out the gate swinging.
Well, all the energy came up fourth. See, that's what. It's just Ferrari. Stop being assholes. Let us take photos of our cars. Let us post them on social media. Let us make money using your cars because it only gives you more money. And really, is it that big of a crime for them to want just slightly faster ring times, slightly faster coursing times, or want people who sit in their cars and film videos of it, want them to think they're slightly bit better? Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, Joe Blow, who's going to buy one's just going to park it in his garage. It doesn't matter if it's any better. Or like a hair slower than what the Chris Harris said it was going to be, or Calvin Harris, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Two very different people.
I know, right?
Two extremely different people.
Can I call my time? I'm out. I'm done.
All right. Yeah. You congratulations. You used a bit more of your time. Let's see. Probator, or however the hell you pronounce that in the YouTube chat. We are debating which is a bigger L for Ferrari to take in the court of public opinion, hopping up their press cars or vigorously defending their IP, i.e., sending cease and desist letters to social media people. So Zach has the position of overzealously defending their IP. Trent, you have 3 minutes. Sell me on them overhyping or hopping up their press cars, and go.
I'm confused because you're telling me to sell you on why that's a good idea, but then
Why it's a bad idea. Sell me that that's the... Yeah,
okay.
Sell me on that being
that's
the worst
what I thought
thing.
we were going with, but that was 10 seconds, right? Okay, so...
More like 15.
The thing is, them defending their intellectual property is perfectly within their rights because Ferrari's all about image. They want to protect that image. What's wrong, though, is Italian cars aren't known for being the best, right? They are known for having character. So by them hopping up their cars and making them better than they actually are, they're actually doing themselves a disservice. It's actually worse for them to have a fully functioning, not on fire car. They need to have that Italian spirit, that character, all those things. It's so much worse that they're hopping up their press cars and putting extra sticky tires and trying to make them better than they actually are because, first of all, they're disappointing the customer when they actually get them. And then also, you know what? They shouldn't care if people put the Nyan Cat wrap on there because... Or they should care, rather. Whatever I'm trying to say. Because they have an image to protect. That's totally within their right. Hopping up their press cars is not within their right. It's false advertising at that point in time, and we know Ferrari's above false advertising, all right? There we go. Done.
There it is. Man, barely got through the halfway point. That's yes, we are diving deep, and we don't know anything about the value of cars in Brazil going up or down. So I don't think we can really weigh in on that one. So, man, you guys, Zach, do you want a rebuttal?
I would love to rebuttal because I'm actually now like really part of this now, and I want to fight this to the death. Also, this beer keeps foaming over, and it's great.
Okay, well, you handle that problem. And also go. Okay.
What the fuck do you mean? What the fuck? Pouring sticky tires on my car so I can take it around a track is normal procedure. I don't know if this is actually true or not. Because you just said it, so I'm attacking you personally because you said these exact words. But if I take a car to track, I'm putting sticky tires on it. That's not an issue. And when I buy a car, I should be able to do whatever the hell I want to it, in whatever way I want to it, in whatever manner I want to it. Whether if it is spray painting a giant penis on the side of my Subaru, I should be able to do that. And having the company that I bought from saying that's inappropriate and it is hurting their value of their vehicles is bullshit. Who thinks like that? And I understand. Okay, let me come back a little bit here. Not so attactive. I understand, like, it's morally, it's not right. Like, you shouldn't be able to turn up the boost a little bit or change the angle or like change the camber a little bit here and there, or suspension geometry a little bit to make a car slightly faster or slightly more drivable. That's not great. But what's worse? Would you rather have Big Daddy Ferrari telling you that you can't put shit on your car, or having Big Daddy Ferrari telling you, oh, actually the car is 1% less as good as we told us? It's still a fucking Ferrari. It's still the pinnacle of what the Italians can give us. Granted, that's still shit, but still the pinnacle of it. I rest my case.
All right. That's that you did. We already have somebody complaining that we're talking about stuff that people can't afford because we're not talking about stuff in their home country. So, wonderful. So, yeah, I can't afford a Ferrari. I can't even afford a Ferrari-looking Fiero. So, you know.
Hey, one of these days, Mike, you're going to roll up that Mondial T, and you'll be dripping.
Yep, there it is. Yes, they're super cheap considering I can catch a Huracan for still the price of a down payment on a very, very nice house. Super cheap. Anyway, Trent, you may rebut the rebuttal.
Are you muted, Trent?
I am muted.
Perfect.
All right, Joey just played into my point right here. So, Ferraris are not the best vehicles, all right? We know this. So, why try to make them better than they are? And you know what? Even though Zach was being attackive, as he said, honestly, it comes back to that image. Like, if Zach had a car company that was all about being eco-friendly, because that's who Zach is.
What?
And the brand, like the internet was just smearing it and saying V8 all the things. Wouldn't you be pissed because you spent all this money, all this effort into positioning your brand as being something that's eco-friendly? Well, yeah, you'd be pissed. Ferrari should do the same thing. They should be overzealously defending their intellectual property instead of hopping up their press cars. Show the people what the vehicle really is capable of. Maybe they're impressed, maybe they're not, but it's wrong of them to do it. They should be defending their intellectual property because they paid money for it. You, by just paying $100,000 for this car, or Mondial, $30,000, whatever, doesn't give you the right to tarnish Ferrari's good name, all right? Let them do that by themselves, all right? There you go.
Well,
Michael Dillon. Ferrari's biggest issue is they take themselves too seriously.
That is really the long and short of both arguments. So, and really, they're hopping up the cars, and what they did to a bunch of people who pointed out the fact that they were indeed pointing out that they were too hopped up was really them aggressively defending their IP. So, and as Zach did point out, it's not weird for, companies to send out something slightly hotter than what you can already get.
My example was, if you looked at the Burger King commercial recently, that food ain't real.
I mean, no, none of the food you see in a commercial is real. It's ice cold. It is usually nailed in place at some point. It is covered with weird lacquers and everything. It's not food at that point.
It's not food.
It stopped being food. So,
It is technically edible.
Technically, yes. Much like a leather shoe is edible.
So, it's technically pizza. It's
exactly.
not quite pizza.
So,
what's the next point from here?
The next point is we're going to put out to the audience who won the debate, first of all. Mm-hmm. And then whoever wins the debate goes on to debate again against Dear Leader.
All right.
So put your votes in the comments. Who won?
Freedom of speech wins.
God. Zach, stop.
Yeah. So, there goes the timer.
Yep.
Zach is the winner or Trent is the winner. Put it in the comments. All of a sudden, you guys just went silent on me, so.
Whatever. Except somebody who's saying a $500,000 Ferrari is very cheap. I don't...
Well, if you want to buy one, let us review it. We'd be more than happy.
Well, we'd have to go to Brazil, so...
Wow.
Like,
Chris,
the only...
wow.
Like, yeah.
Wow. Chris Miller says, never Zach unless there's a stop count and 35,000 votes are found.
Perfect.
Wow. I feel like politics have just been involved here, not actually arguments.
Yes. Joey says, I came in halfway through, but I'm a debate that Dear Leader wins. He still has a chance to win, Joey.
Yes, I do. I have yet to get into this.
Well, let me call in the votes.
AJ says that Trent wins this one, and then Good point, Joey. It's new podcast. Is he still the beer leader, or do we come up with new names? And then also, is it a sports car?
Your mic is bad again.
Yeah, it's not great.
And you guys are voting for someone who can't even have an operating mic. Come on.
Yeah. Sir Pro, you're not like that's 520. Like, I mean, the conversion rate is what's killing you, man. Like, $520,000 is still a shit ton of money. Like, just because it's also 2 million, the Brazilian, what is it?
Top stuff, Trent.
The Brazilian real, like it's the same price. It's just you have more zeros. You know, like a car in Japan.
I like that.
They are millions and millions of yen, but
like
that's still like, you know.
Trent has mic problems, not microphone problems. Mic problems.
He's had those for a good decade and a
yeah,
half.
Yeah.
He's had those for a good decade and a half. So that's not new. That's not new. But yeah,
there's also
like
taxes and yeah. We're not gonna get into that debate. That's a debate for another day.
No, but it's still like like a Ferrari still costs as much as a new Ferrari still costs as much as a house. So like we're on the same page, but for some odd reason, like you've decided to jump on us on the first episode.
Hey, any publicity is good publicity.
This is true.
Wait, no, that goes against my argument. Does it? Against my argument? What was my argument?
Yeah, I mean, this is much.
All right, so we didn't need to keep debating that. So the count is 2 votes Trent, 1 vote Mike, and 1 vote Zach. So there we go. Trent goes on to debate against Mike.
All right,
you're unmuted again.
No, I think
Wonderful.
Mike's vote should go towards me, and it should be a coin flip. And unless we can pull out 1 more Trent vote or 1 more Zach vote.
Okay, Joe Biden. Goodness.
Wow.
yeah. All right.
Anyway, yes. So we'll do this one. That one's a vote for Trent right there. Dubstep Trent.
No, Trent voted twice.
Remix.
I think Joey voted twice. Oh, okay, no, you're right. You're right. Okay, I succeed.
Okay, so are we staying on the same topic though, Mike, or are we moving to one of the other ones?
We are going to move on to some of the other Ferrari ones.
Okay. So we have more Ferrari L's. Don't worry, there's plenty of them.
I will set the timer. I'll be the timer.
All right.
Yeah, apparently we're not going to need it.
Well, hold on. I got a bit here I want to try. Okay, are you guys ready?
As ready as I'll ever
No,
be.
I don't have a digital coin flipper yet because we don't know who's going first.
Okay.
Or who's taking what position, that is.
Well, I presume you're arguing the same position against...
Am I arguing the same position, or are
I
we
may be
doing 2 new ones, Mike?
I mean, you can continue. Yeah, let's continue you defending that the biggest L they can take is the hopping against their press cars.
This is
I
gonna
don't
get
know
so
if I
hard.
can take on this other thing.
Oh,
You're just
I see.
stacking the cards in your favor here, Mike.
I know, because I want to bring Zach back and dunk on him with the
Oh.
bonus content.
Well, it's the bonus content.
I will let this happen then. All right, let's go.
All right.
I'll take the L. Let's do
Okay.
this.
Well,
So I'm going to continue arguing that hopping up their press cars is the most. I can't. Why can I not say that
egregious.
word? Egregious. The most
we're here for.
egregious thing they can do, and you are going to argue
That the rolling back of the odometers, a practice that they do fairly regularly, is bad. And that is the biggest L that they can take.
Okay, do we have a flipper?
Yeah, just on who goes first.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Mike, call it.
Tails.
It was tails. Dang it, man! I'm bad at this coin flipping thing.
And you are completely in charge of it, too.
Oh, I'm bad at this.
Well,
All right.
the odometer, on my count, you have 3 minutes on the board, and go.
Okay, so when you are buying something like any high-level sports car that is costing you as much as a house, and that is supposed to come with all of this provenance and this untarnished history, which is why you're still paying $300,000 for a 10-year-old car, you're expecting everything to be on the up and up, especially if all the records of maintenance are from the dealership. So imagine you buy the car, you plunk down your life savings just so you can finally say, I've got my Ferrari. I finally got the thing I've been wanting since I was a child. Only to find out it has about another 15,000 miles on it, and it's due for another engine out service. You thought you got away from that one. That's unfortunate on many levels, because you did not pay for what you ended up getting. You got sold a bill of goods from an unscrupulous seller that was backed by an unscrupulous manufacturer. And then what else has gone wrong with the car? So it's the tip of the iceberg. That's all you can see above the ocean. What else is wrong with the car? How many terrible, terrible things has the Ferrari dealership covered up in addition to the extra mileage on the odometer? I don't know. You sure as hell don't know, but you're going to go find out. So, yes, the rolling back of the odometer is the biggest L they can take, because it was not only just a bad thing, it was also a hugely public scandal that they did a terrible job distancing themselves from. So, I yield my time.
Okay, time has been yielded.
All right, so you bring up valid points. However, it is not the most egregious thing that they can do. Because they are protecting and preserving the image that they have very carefully established. All right?
That no one drives the cars?
No, that they're worth money when they're not driven very much.
Please don't speak. It is Trent's turn.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, moderator. I appreciate that. So, by them hopping up their press cars, they are setting themselves up for failure, because people think these are really great cars, right? They drive them, and they're like, oh no, these are awful cars. I'm going to lose money on this unless I take it back to the dealership and roll it back. Roll back the odometer. So, by them hopping up their press cars, they're setting themselves up for the need to roll back the odometer.
This is
all Ferrari's fault, starting with their press cars. One leads to the other. This is a gateway thing, all right? Like, this is...
I think
they would never need to roll back the odometer if they didn't hop up their press cars.
Oh my god. That... Trent, are you feeling okay? Did you hurt yourself with that reach? You stretched pretty hard there. Just want to make sure you didn't strain anything.
No, hey, I'm still talking.
Yeah, he still has a 40 or a...
But, so rolling back their odometers, people are going from like 1,000 miles to maybe delivery miles, all right? They're not going from 100,000 miles down to 20,000 miles. Like, it's not that significant. It's not going to need an engine out service like you say it was.
I mean,
it is. AJ, that was not a Mars mission.
Come on.
And Andrew Jolly, thank you. That one does lean to Trent. I'll leave it on that. Mic drop.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. We need a brief intermission for this. We have heard both sides of the argument.
Can I get a rebuttal?
Yes, hold on. Let me summarize for the people back at home. Mike's argument is that rolling back odometer is totally fine. Trent's is, well, aren't you glad they can roll it back because it's already a shit car?
My rebuttal is only this. It's perfectly okay to lie to a journalist. Like, you don't have to tell them the truth. When you roll back the odometer on a car, that's a crime. Like, that's a crime. Like, this isn't just some shitty PR move. No, this is an actual crime. So, Trent, please convince me that the crime that is being committed is somehow not as bad as Ferrari throwing race tires and a hot tune on a 488. On a car that most of these owners will never actually drive hard enough to notice the difference between the car with the hot tune and the race tires versus their thing on the P0 Ultimate or whatever's.
Do you yield your time?
Time. I'm please sell me. Go ahead, Trent. I've placed all my cards on the table.
Trent, the time has been yielded to you. You have 3 minutes on the clock. Please give me your best.
Hold on. I'm coming up with a visual aid here.
Oh, God.
I was unaware we could have visual aids. This is bullshit. No.
I will allow the visual aids. I am moderating.
All right.
Embarrassing.
So,
Trent, 3 minutes on the clock. Your time.
Mike, there's a little thing called journalistic integrity. All right.
Damn it, if I could leap through the internet and choke you right now.
Are you one who's going to crap on journalistic integrity? Like, you're just setting themselves up for just the whole world is going to crumble if you just
What? No.
You know what? Just no. It's my time. All right.
God, I hate you so much right now. Words cannot express how much I want.
What flag is this?
God damn it!
Mike, please shut your fucking mouth for 3 minutes.
I muted him. There we go. Okay,
Thank you.
You disrespect the flag of the United States of America.
Keep going. I'm gonna give you 4 minutes. Keep going.
By sullying the name of journalistic integrity, all right? But by them rolling back the odometer, all they're doing is just to keep a couple of keystrokes with their software. It's only illegal if there's a law based around it. I mean, it's not technically illegal until that law is in place, and it may be in place in certain areas, but it's just something written on a piece of paper, and laws are subjective in 2020. So really, the worst thing they can do is hop up their press cars and deny the journalists their integrity. Keep rolling back those odometers, Ferrari.
2021, keep rolling back those odometers.
Oh,
Mike is back.
wow. So
Okay, do you want me to recap this?
Oh man, I just cried during that. Basically, that was too good.
All right. Mike's argument was that rolling back odometers is bad, and pissing off journalists is totally fine. Journalists can go beat sand for all we care about. Trent,
I'm not.
keep those odometers rolling. We want to see zeros all the way down.
Oh, God.
And the American flag, yes. Yeah.
I mean, I just want to point out that the journalistic integrity thing, like, it's okay for Ferrari to lie to Chris Harris.
Sir,
it would have been
you've already
wrong.
yielded your time. Sir, you've yielded your time.
I'm just pointing out that Trent doesn't know what journalistic integrity is.
Go
and
ahead.
next time I see him, I'm going to hit him. I'm going to punch Trent in the back of the neck. That's how this is going.
Well, audience members, please cast your ballots into the comment sections of your respective platform. We will count them, and we will give you an answer.
Trent is so patinate.
I assume he meant passionate.
God, that's one way. That's one word to describe what you were. God.
Wow.
See, this is why we need to do these live streams, because we can sit there and pop up these comments that are just fire instead of just laughing at them without everybody understanding what we're laughing about.
Yep. Oh, man.
So, who won that one? Mike or Trent, go ahead, put it in the comments. We all know it was Trent. Just, I mean, if you show an American flag and you cry, I mean, you automatically win. Just
You weren't crying. You weren't crying because of how much you love America. You were crying because of how ridiculous your argument was. There's a difference. God damn it, Zach.
Hey, the moderator can still vote.
No, you can't.
yeah, you're supposed to be impartial, but
Yeah.
I'll take it.
You can have an opinion, but your vote doesn't mean shit in this one.
Well, so far I'm also counting the ballots at this point too. You guys are just.
Just trust it, all right? Our software's legit.
I see 3,000 votes for Trent and 2 for Mike. There's 4,000 for Trent now. That was passionate on so many levels.
God in heaven. All right, everybody's abandoning me. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna call the race here in a couple more seconds. Anyone else?
I mean, votes have flipped from me to Trent, so whatever. Here we are.
Okay, I'm calling it. Trent has taken this by a storm.
Yes, he has. I can see.
So wait, do I
the
have
argument.
to argue Trent with the next topic? Because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it.
Oh,
I have to pick one because I don't know all four.
You two now must reap what you have sown.
Hey,
So I'm going to
we're
moderate
at 41 minutes already on this, so
We could just do one round.
yeah. Zach was worried we were going to be done after like 15 minutes, but
Oh, all right.
I told you.
So, for the honors of being the first winner of the CAM Shenanigans debate series, I need to get a smoking jacket and a green screen so I can be sitting in front of like a fireplace. Also, need to go
Yes.
get some brandy.
We're also going to start tallying these up as long as I'm winning.
There it
We'll
is.
have it on the website, and then
Oh,
once
no,
I
don't
start
worry.
losing, then
We'll keep a running total. Everybody's win percentages. So there it is. Alrighty.
I can't edit the page. What the?
What?
I can't edit the doc.
Yeah, good. Good.
You have messaged me, please.
Alrighty. Trent, Chris voted for you, Trent, for the double take of the U.S. flag and saying laws are iffy. Andrew Jelly, we are not doing a white boy rap battle. That is not happening.
Yeah, no.
Well, I am this sober.
My name Trent. It's nothing. I don't know what rhymes with Trent.
Wow, we just
He's out getting bent.
wow,
man,
wow.
Because his last name was Kent.
just hopped in the bed and shat it instantly. Amazing. That's,
I mean, record time. Record
that
time.
is
All
proper.
right, if we're doing another one,
All right,
Jump to
guys. All right, this is the final Ferrari debate topic of the night. We have two positions here. Ferrari keeps coming out with limited edition, one of 500 cars. However, they don't number the cars. They just say it is one of this number. And has been proven with a few cars of theirs, like the F40, they have made way more than they said they made in the first place. So, that is one option. Ferrari wields an insane amount of power in Formula One. And this happened because they were the only team based outside of England in the formation of the category. So they have a lot of protections that have lasted, even though most of the problems have gone. They have not really been a contender since their last championship in 2008. So, gentlemen, which is the bigger L? Ferrari's decade and change of F1 irrelevancy, or the limitless limited edition vehicles that they are producing?
Trent, because I am arguing. I'm arguing Trent, right?
Yes, you are arguing Trent.
why are you arguing me?
You won.
Because
Yeah.
So I already got the W.
But you could get
Oh
two
no, now
Ws.
now you got to face off against Zach again.
Okay, I will make a proposition for you. I would be willing to give you the F1 card and take the number bullshit. And in exchange, I will give you a choice of starting position.
No, we're gonna flip a coin.
Fuck off.
Man,
I don't think I can argue the F1 bullshit.
I mean, you could.
I don't know enough about it.
Well,
No. Due process. Flip the fucking coin.
there it is.
Process.
Just shoot from the hip. Just blindly fire.
Okay,
Doing it
so
live.
we're doing this for Zach. Limitless limited editions as heads, tails as F1 post 2008. And it is tails. So you get F1.
Fuck off. No, we should have done it the first way. We did it the first time, which was who gets. Never. Go on.
Well, if
yield.
you want, I can go first so you have time to research.
You'll have 3 minutes to furiously Google.
Ferrari versus FIA.
All right. Brent,
Yes.
and go.
So the worst thing that you can do is lie to your customers. I think I've already debated this, haven't I?
I mean, we talked about them lying to their customers and, in my case, committing a crime.
This is a crime against collectors that are told that they are going to have 499 models of the Enzo, but really they made 600 and something based off how many VINs are out there. And that devalues the car. It devalues the brand. But when you're in F1, you use your position of power. What's wrong with that? You rose to the top for a reason. So you can influence people. It's not that bad. And it happens in corporate America everywhere. The limited editions, that is terrible. That is a crime. When they tell you they're going to have a certain amount of cars, and then they just blatantly lie and devalue them and just make it so obvious too. Instead of putting serial number 492, 1 of 500. They're making it obvious. They're making it terrible. Make Ferrari great again. I went there.
Wow.
Okay.
Jesus. Are you done? Are you done or are you finished?
Both.
Okay. Alrighty. Trent, caping for the millionaires and billionaires who buy collector's edition Ferraris. Interesting choice, but whatever. Apparently not a bad position to be in. Zach?
I'm ready.
Alrighty. 3 minutes on the clock. Starts now.
Okay. We are the greatest. Are we not the greatest? What are we the best at?
Get that snuff out of here.
Hold on. Yield your time. Yield your time. Okay. Are we? Hold on, my phone's closed. What are we the best at? Capitalism, right? The capitalism, bitch. Okay. What if you can sell more of something to make more money? What is that called, guys? That's called capitalism. 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 Why would you be so mad at a company for making more money? The more money they make, the more they can do. Okay, yeah, their F1 shit's bullshit. Like, they have the whole thing on their finger and they can tell people what to do. That's pretty bad. But making more cars isn't. That just means there's more of them out there, and that means the values can get to come down more so people like Trent can buy one. Because we all know Trent can't afford one, but if there's more of them out there, the values come down and he might be able to afford one. This is my argument.
That is...
What are we the best at? Mic drop, I'm out.
Wow. Both of you guys barely hit that halfway point. I'm impressed. I just do want to point out that you can thank your lucky stars we're not here.
I like that this new meme is completely live, so we can just show shit on our phones constantly.
Yeah, this is great. All right. Man. I don't even want to give you idiots time to rebut each other.
I want to hear what Trent's got to say.
All right, Trent, I will give you each a 1 minute rebuttal. Hold on. Let me get the clock set. Just because I know somehow you will go over. Oh, Jesus, he looks manic. All right, a minute on the clock and Go.
Zach, let's say you work hard at Vivint Solar or Vivint Internet, whatever that place you were at before.
They're out of business. Doesn't count.
Yeah. So let's say you're at a corporate job and you work harder than anyone else. You deserve the job the most. All right? You put in the time, you put in the effort, and then what happens? The boss's son's friend comes in and takes over the company when you deserve it. Doesn't that piss you off? That should piss you off, all right? That's what F1 is. That's what's happening in F1 right now.
15
There's
seconds.
better teams, but no. Ferrari's got to have the spotlight.
There are better teams, and the standings currently show that there are teams better than Ferrari.
Yeah, I'm literally Googling Ferrari wins past decade.
Okay.
But who has the power in F1? Not the best team.
The winners! Okay, I am ready for this.
All right, Zach. Your minute of garbage time starts now.
Okay, wouldn't you be proud if that you run the entire race series that you're failing at? Wouldn't you be proud of that? What was Trent's argument again? Oh, number. Okay, that's what it starts to work.
Oh my god.
This whole thing's
Back
about
to
pride.
Christian's comment. Wait, what?
This whole thing is about pride.
Oh
Pride
my-
of making cars that are so good that you can sell more than what you said you were going to do. I made the same argument when I was in El Paso. Oh yeah, you bet your ass I am. Fuck, where am I going with this? I made the argument that fucking F1 dude, the guy who
Brandon
McLaren-
Christiansen? No.
No, McLaren.
Doesn't matter. Just keep going. You're running out of time.
I don't even know. I failed. Selling more cars is good. Selling cars means that
You tried.
Timer went off.
Jesus
I
Christ.
fucking failed.
Man. We sure did the thing. All right, folks. Who was the grand winner? Yep. Yeah, I'm pretty. I mean,
So yeah, who won that one? Who got the W?
Trent not only made it to grid, he actually completed half race distance. So, man,
Christian is asking, what is this? This is the new CAM,
this is the new podcast, Christian.
where I
This is
have
the
a
new
stroke
podcast.
and people laugh at me.
We care about.
And I just wanted to notate that these two assholes wanted to bench me. And I'm back.
We didn't want to bench you. We just wanted to pull you off the bench in certain situations. Really play to your strengths. Pad those numbers. Get you in the Hall of Fame.
Basically, all these things that I'm doing, popping up these comments and actually responding because I can't respond. That's something that you can do, and I just the Skittles are getting to me. So far, 1 vote, Trent.
Hold on, let me cast my vote.
Joey thought you were ready, but no. All right. Damn. God damn, Andrew Jolly. Ooh.
Zach throwing his face harder than his Subaru when he 1-2-1 shifted.
Can we have him as a guest? I want to destroy his viewpoints or whatever. Jesus.
Joey is just destroying the chat.
Can I just get an extra large oof, please? Thank you.
Oof.
Zach needs to stretch before the podcast, I think.
Man.
Zach voted for me. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Trent, congratulations.
2 W's for Trent.
You won.
I won the inaugural CAM Shenanigans.
There it is. Writing this down.
Taylor Hatch votes yes.
Thank you, Taylor. That's the right answer.
All right. So thank you for being worthy opponents, both of you. But Yeah,
Can I request that next week we have a little bit more lead time with these topics so I can research all points of it?
No, that's the whole point of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put up my cork board and just write this stuff down on note cards. So you're gonna see me with darts just turning around, just whipping stuff at a board behind me, and that's how it's gonna be.
Please do.
All right, make it happen.
But the idea is to do this each week with a guest.
Yeah.
Or multiple guests, but
or whatever. Yeah, we'll talk to the guest a little bit because that's ostensibly it's rude to just be like, hey, thanks for coming over. Do the thing.
Get berated by us.
Yeah,
exactly. So yes, the idea is we'll
argue
talk
with
to
our
the guest.
man-child.
We'll warm them up a little bit, and then we'll unleash Zach on them. So
yeah, man-child could be any one of the three of us. Seeing as how apparently throughout this entire thing, me and Trent were just crushing candy.
Yes, we were.
Yeah,
in fact, I'm out of candy.
Yeah, I'm
That's
out of
very sad.
Is
not
that
a
why you're
candy
kicking
cube.
ass? Because when I came here to eat candy and kick ass, and now I'm out of candy.
Wow. Well, Andrew, we're glad you loved it.
I do have some sweet potato chips.
I have trail mix.
I have nicotine somewhere.
All right, so we've each got something to cuddle up with tonight.
Yes. Well, this is good. We've got 2 positive remarks so far on loving this feedback or loving this format.
Yeah.
So the great debate will go on. Jeez, Joey. The whole thing where we make Zach cry is awesome. Poor
I
Zach.
haven't cried on this podcast yet.
Hey, back
Yes.
to this one.
Well,
Back to Andrew Jolly.
read the one below it. Oh, I love you too.
Oh yeah. I mean, you can say that you loved him. There it is. Oh yes, and prop Zach.
Yes.
I got 1 vote.
There it is.
But he did come in late and had no idea what was going on. So
Hey, it's all about politics here.
Well, Trent won. Everybody's voting for prop Zach, and well, fuck me, I guess. I guess I'm just here to argue with randos in the chat.
they liked the format, so you win for that.
There we go.
All right. So, yes, we do need Dad for the crying.
Yes.
And as Michael Dillon says, we haven't made Zach cry yet.
Yet.
Andrew Jolly's feeling all the love, but
I like the idea that we're going to get all these new viewers and stuff, and they're going to have no idea about like the old inside jokes we had. Like, who the hell's this pizza dad dude?
like the guy from Brazil who jumped on that.
Yeah.
And then I actually banned somebody already.
That was great. I saw that.
Who'd you ban?
He made some really racial, inappropriate comments.
Yeah.
Neat.
So I clicked ban. So
Hell yeah.
What do you
Fuck
like?
off,
Actual
racist.
viewer or
We
something?
don't need you.
the random viewers out there on the YouTube land.
Oh
So,
man, this is gonna be great.
yes. But yes, this has been our first episode.
All right.
Let us know what you think. This will stay live on YouTube and on Facebook. And like I said, soon we will have this in the audio format, so you can listen to it at work. If you're listening to this on audio format, that's already been done, obviously. But we've got to play the game a little bit. So,
Yep,
and-
so
yes, Joey, you are the only one allowed to make racial remarks around these parts because you're just loving towards everyone. So,
Yep.
yeah. But there was a good point brought up. So if you've stuck around this long, thank you. First of all, second of all, it was brought up. Do we have new nicknames or do we keep the old ones?
I mean,
And-
the old ones kind of came about organically, so
I would like to put it out to the audience. Can you come up with
No,
nicknames
no.
for all of us? Yes.
I'm going to be Bodie McBoat.
I'm not saying we have to. I'm not saying we have to
Zachy
accept
McZackface.
them. You just put it out there. I'm
Okay,
going to vote
that's
Zachy McZackface now. But I think we need to. You did look tired there for a second.
This bullshit.
wow. Well, I think that's how we need to end this. the only way we
So
can.
put your votes in for whatever our nickname should be, and we'll go from there. But we'll see you next Monday, same time, same channels, all that stuff. Find us at Cam Automag on all the social medias, and we'll try and put out fire content because that's what Mike does.
I heard that wrong. I heard we're going to be putting out fires, and I'm like, well,
Nope.
hold up there,
Nope.
bud.
We don't really do either, but we're gonna try one of them.
Depending on how the content goes, it might create a fire.
So hot it starts fire.
No, the opposite.
No. Like I literally set fire to something.
The Viper.
Trent will let me
Too soon.
Trent will let me do that because he keeps it safely tucked in his garage where his family it is attached to the house where his family lives.
Yeah.
So he's prevented me from committing arson this time.
Yes.
Just you wait.
And we are shooting for the stars with guests. By the way, we're not just going for the usual run of the mill Zacks out there.
Yeah, no, like we will. Don't worry.
Don't worry. We're working on it.
Yeah, and don't worry. Like if some of your regulars who have become regulars, they'll be popping back on. Like we're not going to completely abandon.
Yes. We've got some solid people already in the rotation. So
yeah, we got a pretty deep bullpen, so we're not going to abandon that. But I have reached out to several people who I probably should not have reached out to, let alone gotten positive responses from. So
I want to hear more about it after because I have some questions.
Okay, so yeah, all right.
So
for episode 1 of Cam Shenanigans.
That's weird hearing. Hearing episode 1 is weird.
Yeah.
Hey, don't worry. It'll be just like Star Wars. We'll get in our groove on episode 4, 5, and 6. Just give us a minute.
And
Yeah.
I want to say that the vetting process for our current name was long and intensive, and took many hours of late nights.
Yep. A lot of coffee and corned beef went down between this trio here.
Yes. For the working title for this was "Put It in H," but
We were step 2. We were going to do it.
we were going to do it for like 12 hours, and then
Yeah,
it was like,
and then it became. Then we threw out the idea of the Cam Box Social.
yes.
Then I think I tossed out the name Understood a Victory, and then that went nowhere.
Yeah, we had.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah, we had some solid names, but then we just kind of listen. This is who we are, and this is what we do. We are Cam, and we do shenanigans. So let's not complicate it.
Don't overcomplicate it. Yep.
Mhm.
So the messenger chat that we have, because there's 2 of them, is one going to become the Cam Shenanigans?
I mean, I think it can stay. Put it in H.
Well, the one with everyone else can be Cam Shenanigans.
I think I don't like.
I think we're gonna let the people have a good night at this point.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna go.
Rambling.
Wow.
For episode 1 of Cam Shenanigans, thank you all for joining us, and that's it.